So when I was young, and I was like, you know, like a teenager, like I was dressing with two big shirt and pants. I was like with baggy pants, putting because I was listening to hip hop, and hip hop was an influence for me. And I was doing breakdancing, so I know that those who was doing breakdancing, they were wearing large clothes. So so you can imagine how I was with a long shirt and baggy pants, and I was really like colorful, and I have really nice clothes. Sometimes I was dressed all in white, and sometimes I was dressed like with the yellow pants, and I have always a bandana on my head. And I get all the colors. So, and I was going at school like that, always with a bandana on my head. Um, so that was pretty cool. But why I say this is because, I was a break dancer, but eventually I fall into drugs. And the thing is that, me, I struggle even back then um, with money, and I could not afford like drugs or alcohol, or like not all the time. Like I could not be an addict. But the people that I was hanging out with, they always say, "Hey, do you want to smoke?" Oh, I gotta pay for it. And most of the time, during all the time that I was consuming, people were paying for me. So the message is this, okay? Like this is a sign, this is a sign. If God does not give you the money, it's because he wants you to not be addict to certain thing, you know and for me back then was drugs and alcohol and cigarette or whatever. Like the evil people, like they're gonna buy you the cigarette, they're gonna buy you the drugs, they're gonna buy you the alcohol. They want you to be corrupted. They don't want you to awake. So yeah, and I know that because I try to heal my teeth, like I need to cut like sugar. So what is not helpful is when I eat chocolate. You know, uh, now I reprogram myself that, like, if I have a craving of sugar, like go get a kombucha, because that's gonna calm everything inside of me. And instead of eating chocolate, it's calm, it calm my system. And drinking, it's better than eating when you have cavities in your mouth and you try to heal. So because I noticed this, I wake up this morning and, like, when I don't buy dark chocolate, I got always money rolling. But when I eat chocolate, eventually it stops, because life is like, okay, now you start to be addicted to sugar again. We need to cancel that, though. And the only way God can cancel that, it's cutting the funds of the money. But why I say this is because if you're a hazard to your progress in life, and you try to sabotage yourself and hurt yourself, God gonna stop you, and He's gonna cut the fun, you know, like it's not gonna be fun anymore. So, but when you do good deeds, and you stay on the divine path of light, and you try to better yourself, and like God gonna see that you understand the path, and He gonna just give you more, so you can advance in that direction, but without hurting yourself. So people need to understand that, like back then, when I was a break dancer, like I think that that was a really good path, you know, and the bad path was the drugs. But the thing I understand, my father was an alcoholic, and I didn't like my life, so I tried to escape. And when I discover pot, I say, oh, that's a nice escape, you know. But me, I was thinking that okay, it's gonna kill me. So good, I'm not gonna stay here a long time. But that was not my divine plan, you know. Like if I knew back then in my teen that drugs was not the right path, and escape, and having this dream of dying like as soon as possible, I would like probably, and somebody would arrive and say, oh no, you're gonna be the best cleaner in the world, you're gonna be the best trimmer in the world, you're gonna have 43 cities, you're gonna be in your best shape of your life at 40 years old, and you're gonna sing, and you're gonna document your life, and you're gonna do some epic performance, basketball, you're gonna do the freeline skate, you're gonna be the one of the only in Canada that do the freeline skate, you're gonna invent like so many moves of freeline skate, and you're gonna travel the north, you're gonna have territories, you're gonna be so connected with the elements on planet earth that people don't really understand you. Do you want to continue taking drugs, or do you want to take the path of the drugs, or do you want to maybe continue doing the breakdancing, and the breakdancing eventually gonna lead you to a healthy health, and you're gonna save like 10 years of your life? Imagine if I would have this like revelation in my teen, like when I was like 15 years old. So like that's why I want to make this message right now, especially for the younger generation. I hope that you understand what I'm saying, because it's definitely, the music that you listen, the people that you hang out with, and like trying to fit in and escape a situation. You know, I think that you should really, like, if you want to escape, like escape in health, and you're gonna find yourself, and escape in nature instead of escaping towards people that don't have the best interest for you and your future. How beautiful.